General Doonby saw the battlefield in front of him. He says, give me the old man with the bald head. The rise is coming through. Still that
in
mobile.
this matchup between the Sivir and the Varus, where the power actually comes through from the Varus, is really at the level 6 mark. Because what you try to do is force leave to the Sivir in this case, to spell shield, something with protection as well. It's going to be 1 to 2 actually to set out FPX. Geno not able to get that second one before the enemy team turns up. I mean, I'd be ecstatic for the LPL to win a Worlds for the first time in forever. Ult coming through from Shea, but that's an awesome counter gank coming in from Chovy. The Galio coming up as well. And Nio may well have been caught out here a little. Gen.G doesn't have flash. Uses the ult to pop into the wall, and that'll be enough CC. Great counter gank from FPX. Saw that coming a mile. Where they're slumping. This has, you know, hang on a second. Solo kill. Getting engaged onto on top side. Lays down the raid carpet to help a little bit. Gen.G getting great damage with the Crescent Guard, and I don't think the phase rush will be enough. Gen.G. A second kill participation in top side as Sheer picks up the kill this time. Not true. Leave uses ult. This one was blew that flash in the mid lane actually. I just didn't see that running at the time. Sheer alone on bot side right now, but you know, if Care gets into range, we'll have that ultimate. And IP will spot the dragon being started here. Gwen is still on that flank. Arrow's landing onto Nio. Good poke onto him. Sheer doesn't go for a full engage. That might be a bit far coming in from Sheer. Gwen ult used quite well. The Galio ult is going to be cancelled, and because of that, then go for the full kill. Trey gets the charm down, gets the knock up, and Gen.G going in with a huge ultimate too. The Titanic Hydra. Remember that burst coming through. Jashi trying to stave off Leave and Nightcat, and I think FPX will walk away slightly better from this question mark. Herald into mid lane. Realm Walk used, but not really achieving that much. So it's going to be tower taken. NIP not a great defense there. The start of this game has not really been what they wanted. They're engaged themselves as turret on the other side too. So fine, it's not been that long on the other side. Being traded 1 for 1 by FPX. And FPX, being credit to them. You know, I thought they were coming in as heavy underdogs here. They've been very calmly playing out macro. NIP have not really given them that much to think about. Disadvantage when it comes to our top tier matchups. Gen.G taking track. Chovy a little caught out here, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a risk. No, doesn't want to get dragged under turret denier, so doesn't pull the ultimate. He gets already. Sheer pushing in towards this top side will easily take that turret. Realm Walk towards the bot side. Is the Realm Walk going to come in time? No. No Rune Prison able to stop the Galio ultimate. Clean escape there from Cat. And once again, NIP can't make the aggressive play. Turret beats the FPX happily pushing in mid lane. Galio, if he actually gets to hit that, is pretty nasty at taking that with passive 2. Sheer hasn't got a Nash to Zeus, but he does make you very strong at taking towers. And FPX, their macro has just been that little bit better. NIP down 1,000 gold. It's not the worst thing ever, I suppose. There's some decent damage coming through from, decent gold coming through from Doonby from Leave. Teleport coming in now in from the Rise. And I don't know if Care makes it out of this one. There is a redemption. Does he have a phase rush to get out? I don't think the phase rush will matter because you have to be able to move to use it. Kill coming in from NIP. Pings about everywhere right now. Sheer caught out very far away from allies on this top side. They don't have a Gwen ult now, though. Vile, rather, but they do have Nightcat. Turnaround is massive from FPX. 2 kills immediately. There's that Rel who went in. Got a intricate from FPX. They're starting this up. How low is it? Under half HP. Nio does have flash. Does have an ult to get into the pit if he wants to. There's going to be a smite fight. It often does end up being good CC coming in from Dry, which means that they've delayed the smite fight. And it's going to go to the Varus of all people. Kill onto the other side. NIP will get 1. Both supports now falling. Nio on the retreat. Realm Walk trying to disengage as well. Not necessarily needed. Just the 1 for 1. Gen.G going for the burst. It can't quite kill Leave. So close with the AoE. Nio will die instead. 1 for 1 though, as Varus ends up dying to Doonby on the other side, so it ends up being a grand total of 2 for 2 in kills, and FPX get themselves the Atakan. The fight continues. FPX going forwards again. The Shinzo does so much damage, but Doonby on the other side on the Rise is ready to carry, getting through that Gwen. I think he can cut down the Galio if he's left alone with them as well. The taunt coming through, and the Seraph's shield means that Care needs to find a way out of the fight. The Winter War, not bad. 1 more skill might do it for the Galio, but I don't know if he'll be able to survive through it. And no, he'll be jailed. The Rune Prison being his demise. Doonby's Rise. I think the end of that fight was just messy at the start of it. We are still within 1,000 gold. Dragon going low. We sold point for FPX. Can they clutch this out? Smite comes through. Get themselves the third dragon. Whoa, that's a dead bite. No Vi ultimate now. They caption Doonby with some CC. Gen.G, that Titanic Hydra is sinking NIP. Doomby and Leave are alive. I just don't think they got the HP to work with now. I say that. Sheer, he's been outspaced, and Sheer makes a huge mistake. Walks up, giving Doomby a chance to fight back. The spell flux keeps going forwards, a little bit of move speed here and there, using the Infernal Cinders there to get some extra damage down. Doomby, can he chase him towards Gen.G? A little bit more damage. Oh, it's so close. Seraph's protecting him a little more, and he'll get out with the Realm Warp. FPX, get the Dragon. NIP largely get the fight. Go in and they're trying to DPS it down. They might have to peel this off. It's only down to half HP. This is risky. Sheer into the bit. Nightcat trying to engage onto the backline. The Galio ult is going to come through into the engage. One goes down already. It's going to be the Rel falling. NIP, they might have overcooked a little bit here. Tried to rush down the Baron, but the response from FPX was swift. And now the issue is NIP, they need to reset on this objective itself. I think FPX would have been fine in the first place, just taking the Dragon itself. Now, Gen.G, where is he in all this? Of course, he's just here in the screen as well. It's looking too much onto the damn minimap. Baron down to half HP. Gen.G is around with Flash. Jumping forwards onto Derby. Gets the knockup. Has that. Has the Zonias going through. Going Golden. Taunt onto him as well. And the Rise. He's deathless so far in this game, but he's bought back. Gen.G delivers Derby like it's Christmas. And Gen.G will rule the fight with a double kill. Yeah, I think NIP's Baron damage was not as good as they thought it would be. If they could quickly melt the Baron, perhaps... no. Jumping forward, trying to get a red buff, and instead he's found a Varus, and he's found a Rakan. Falls out the ultimate. Feels a bit of a frustration ult at that point. Easy kill. FPX, of course. Well, going to chase forward for more. It's a dead Rel as well. The top eSports challengers, jungle support are a combined 2 and 12 right now. And the only 2 kills are on Nio. Nightcat and Nio. Good duo between them from LDL up to LPL. Not been their cleanest game so far. NIP have struggled to make the aggressive plays that they needed to. The Baron buff. 2 grubs on top of it, giving FPX a hell of a strong push here. NIP waiting for the Galio to push in mid lane. Sheer jumping forwards, using the Nash's Tooth to chunk down half the HP very quickly. On that, the Varus just missing. That could have been the end of the game there, you know. Solo kill deal, it might still be the end of the game. Anyway, Doomby taken to low HP. Should just be Nexus turrets and out now. Maybe even a mid inhibitor, but I don't think they can stay for that much more on the HP. They're on Nightcat. It's an airball. It's an airball from him. We talked about the support matchup being important. Well, Nightcat has been the second of them here between him and Chovy. Leave obliterated. Doomby, not much better. Solo kill, the last one alive, but he won't even be kept that way as a messenger. He'll join his teammates. His FPX slammed through the lane.
He's a big Zeri player. Not everyone is, but he is. LCK 4th seed versus rescue some prisoners from a dungeon. And I got the guards to fight their own skeletons. It was very funny. Okay, Shockwave to mid lane. Now jumping forwards. Does he see this? I don't know if he does. It's probably Flashblow. No, wait, no, the phase rush. That's enough. Doomby, good trade onto him all the same. Ked doesn't have enough HP to fight. Means that FPX do need to get out of there. Gen.G has Flash, has the wall stun as well. We'll be able to get through both walls safely. So Flash used from Nightcat. There's some human guards there too. And we're like, okay. So that's a problem. So immediately I just do my bard thing and just was like, oh man, we need some help out here with the crevice. No Flash here on lane, please be careful. And as I walk through, we take the cloaks off and the skeletons kill him. Great stuff. Bot side, the 80 carries trading heavily here. Barrier coming through. I don't think Leave's got enough though. Remember, he started with the Cull. Does not have the HP to play through that or the damage to turn it back. Another hook. I mean, it's likely 2 kills. Jachi, does he have enough right here? One more Frost Bomb. Any bit of damage. Well, it's just one more auto. The Frost Bomb will do it. And the Valkyrie out to safety. Jachi gets himself 2 kills. Bot lane domination. Himself a better bat. He had to use that flash earlier with a bad E earlier in lane. First grub taken by NIP, actually, that. Now I will secure that with a smite. Gen.G did not use his. I was wondering what happened with that. I thought I heard a second sound effect there. Wait, off vision. Does he have any summoners with the spellbook available? No, has Hex Flash. Second grub going to be likely taken for FX. No Flash on Nightcat. Not really sure why you're walking up there, buddy. He had the spellbook smite. That's what he wanted to do. So you can get a cheeky one in there. Trader's life for a grub, potentially. Now he's just Trader's life for him. And use your auto attacks even as CC against you. Zeri card. Yeah, Ruler just got a pentakill on the Zeri, by the way. Jive on top side. Sheer's going to kill. Poor solo kill on the top side. There's nothing solo about that. Sheer's going to get himself a kill, and he's going to get himself 2 plates, maybe? That was my 3rd. This guy's been really, really good for a long time now, actually.
Actually getting some damage down there. There is the potential of a shockwave coming through. They're going to try it. Doesn't really get that much done, though. The exhaust comes through. The shockwave's okay, and Nio does live. How much extra damage have they got, though? Leave coming back over the wall. Has the ultimate. The lightning crash coming down. Dragon secured. Impale. Flashed away from. Derby. Leave. Can they get the damage down? They get one already. And Jachi has fallen. Another kill. Care goes down. No one coming in from the top lane. FPX going to lose 2. Not able to kill Nio. Nio. High enough HP for now. Gen.G, can he get away with a blast cone and a wall tunnel? I think he can do, potentially. No, he's going to go for an takes no damage. And then look for the execute. Why would he pull the shield on then? Okay. He'll die to an execute. No kills going over to the side for him, at least. 2 kills from that fight. FPX did have 2 kills on the Corki, but now alive. Gen.G aggroing it. Now off vision. Doesn't have flash. Does have cyclone. Jachi has a barrier. Has flashed his... I mean, he's too far away from his teammates for now. Lee's going over the wall. And Jachi is out in trouble. He's out safely, though. Gen.G now, he's the one in trouble. The jungler might go down instead of the AD carry. NIP, clean engage. Nio coming out of the fog of war. Impactfully so. FPX not able to protect both their AD carry and their jungler. No follow-up damage. Really quite a problem that Sheer has not made his way into any of these fights yet. Made his way. Not the best thing ever. Wow. Oof. I have a drinking problem. Linkin Park mentioned. Linkin Park, oh, my favorite band. I saw them 3 times before Chester passed. Make Chester proud. I have the, this tower's gonna fall on the bot side. Gosh. Voice is struggling a little bit. Teleport behind enemy lines. This time, Shit is coming into the play. We haven't seen the Renekton impact things yet. He could be game-changing. Gen.G not going to be able to catch anyone but the clone. Shit coming into the backline. Niket get up in the middle of nowhere. What's Solo Kill going to do now? This Renekton not actually doing that much. Leave on the other side of the wall. Gen.G needs to get in to do something. Flash away from Leave. Ambassadors into the pit. Trying to kill off Care. Leave into the back. Things massive knockup from the Alistair. The Dragon is claimed by NIP alongside so many kills. And Sheer and Gen.G cannot get the backline. Not able to impact the Herald fight earlier. Not able to impact this very important Dragon fight right here. Them in the corner of my camera somewhere in the background. Got the Hybrid Theory one back home. Okay, does have ult backup again. Flicked away from turret, and the ult is actually very good from Care. Angles it a little bit awkwardly there. Is it going to be enough? Can Care get into the play? Damn, that is a clean escape from Care. And now suddenly Derby, quite low HP, flick back onto Nike. He's likely going to die towards the Taliyah, and indeed, he does. Derby, he's got no way out now too. Care, a massive outplay on the top side. A double kill for the Taliyah with a slick escape in NIP despite the good play around the Dragon. They're going to lose 3 kills in the top side after an ill-fated dive. Jesus, NIP, what a fumble. FPX now back to even in terms of gold thereabouts. You know, only 500 or so. Gold down now. FPX can stick around on top side. Use the 2 grubs to get the turret up there. That'll be some extra gold into them. NIP, what a fumble. That's kind of alive. Shit. Really needs to impact the next fight, though. Teleport coming in soon. You have to imagine, Shea, you got to come in quickly. It's not. He's going to be too late. Dre goes down. Nightcat just about living. Where is the teleport from the Renekton? He's coming into the middle of the fight. Has himself the graded boost, but shit, you have to wonder again whether he could have teleported in, looked for a flank. He wanted to get the upgraded boots, but Dre's already dead. Nightcat has teleport to make his way back into the play. Can they get another play before he comes back in? No. Shit, uses the E poorly there too. Flick back misses. Sheer having a poor game on this Renekton, and genuinely that could be win or loss difference here. Going into that Tri-Brush, there is still a Shockwave, a Cyclone from NIP. They have everything but the Alistair ults. Dragon now started. Sheer getting a little bit of rage from attacking that. Gen.G walking into the pit does have the Impale. I'm a little bit worried here for FPX. Wait. Can he come back in time? Perhaps he can. Hang on a second. Here we go. Yes, he is back in time. Graded Bale coming through. And Alistair goes down. Has no ult. Shit finally into the backline. And FPX, can they shut down? Leave. The Zeri starts popping. There's lightning surge doing well, but it's a wall stun. And finally, the Zeri is dealt with a triple kill to Jachi. The Dragon went the way of NIP. The fight goes the way of FPX, and they will take themselves the Atacon after 5-1. An Atacon to FPX. They don't get themselves the Dragon, but they will get themselves the fight. Completely missed the fact that Dre managed to make his way back in on good timing as well. My bad there, folks. I'm looking a little bit stumped. Sheer now with an almost 2,000 gold lead versus solo kill. Going up towards maybe Shojin next. There's a lot of people over the wall here. Having said, NIP pulling at people towards topside. Ghost pop by Cat. Some slows coming on to Sheer. Knock up a bit of a spider knot away. Joy might still be in danger here. No, does have the cyclone, won't use it. Just some damage onto Sheer. Gee, that's good to see. Gen.G going through the wall. Does have the impale. Cat doesn't have flash, but could have cleansed an ult for an ult, of course. Could have traded them. Solo kill over to the side. Sheer. It's a bit of a play there on Solo kill. Solo kill might actually start winning these matchups now. He's level 15, 2-item ambassador. Once he gets level 60, the extra armor pen and the Omnivamp goes kind of crazy. The hook did miss there, of course, there from Jway. Threw out some Jachi. Jachi going towards this collector third build, which for some reason people love. Solo kill caught out a little, has to flash away. Of course, can't dash easily away from its layer because that minefield. Ult for flash. No easy access into the backline now for Solo kill. Not easy here for him to follow up. Dermby has Seekers. Could be crucial for this fight. 3 items on leave. If this Zeri manages to have a clean fight, that's pretty much game over there from FPX. You cannot allow this Zeri to have this wall. Dragon in 10 seconds. Valkyrie not cancelled out. Jachi managed to get away from it. Impale not doing that much damage. Flick back onto Nio. He's low HP. Nio and Nio, neither of them finding their mark. Flashing forwards. Nio trying to get away from the ultimate. He's flicked back and the jungler's dead before the dragon. NIP, they lose their smite. They lose their jungler. Jway, a very important pick. As NIP's jungle support can't land the engage. This duo, which has been the engine room of NIP for so many of their games. But he's also having a bad series. He's not had the best one either, no. Jungle support from FPX have been better so far. Leave, doing some damage. Gen.G flashing forwards. The impale onto Nightcat, traded ult for ults. The flash down from Gen.G. Ulting forwards from Care. Remember, he does have that Seekers. That's not a bad shockwave, but it doesn't do that much damage, all things said and done. That 2 high HP, no auto crit from that Jachi. Taking damage, flashing away. Solo kill. One more bit of damage needed. Can't quite get the kill. Double kill for the Corki. As Sheer is into the backline too, and Leave just cannot get the damage done. No flash for him. Used that a little earlier. Quickly, as you like, it's ended up being a 2-for-1. Gen.G went down, flashing forwards for a kill onto Nio. The CC into the Talia stun. Leave tries to get the damage down, does get a kill onto the Corki. It's 1,000 goals shut down, but it'll have to take that to go across the river Styx. Goes into the death screen. To get themselves a potential soul, NIP wanted to deny that, of course. NIP, it is all about whether Leave has a good fight. Flickback missing here. FPX has been good at setting up CC for the Talia combo coming through. Gen.G caught out a little bit. He's not going to be that tanky. Nightcat, he's pretty tanky too on the other side. It's going to be a clean kill onto the Skarn. He's too far away from the rest of the team. Nio into the backline, as is the Ambassador. Sheer tries to do something against the Zeri and immediately pops. NIP, they find their fight. A quick pick onto Gen.G, who is too far away from the rest of his team. Cat will be able to get out to safety. A slick escape, not even the first one of this game for him, but it's a soul denied and Leave. Flexing the muscles. NIP will claim themselves a late game objective. FPX potentially mark some kind of a comeback with Cat. Needs to be careful. Zeri jumping over the wall, actually. Well, there's no smite here. Anything potentially coming through the shockwave. Actually not getting that clean kill. Took down to about 500 kill. But nearly as powerful as the Ambassador has been at this point. Top lane turret killed down. Sheer. What about trade versus Nio here, actually? He does have flash. Might have to use it. And he's gone right into the enemy team. Nio is going to go down easily. Wukong down. Is there anything to take during this? Minute and a half until the next objective comes up, so no need for that smite, but it will hurt a little bit of that Baron push. So much more damage as the game goes on. Base 30% pen and Omnivamp now from the level 16. It's nasty stuff. Engage coming through from Nio onto Gen.G. Nightcat, not sure this is the best angle, actually. That's a lot of damage being done onto the jungle support, actually, if NIP instead of the other way around. And Bessa not the best to engage either. The shotgun is okay. Jway trying to get some damage through. Leave, flashing forward. Purity get the damage, but he dies. Flashes forward into his death. Solo kill, trying to clean up on the other side. It's all on Care for the DPS. How much damage can he do against Derby? I'm not sure. Solo kill has an Ambassador set of combos to go through. Has a redemption as well. Leave pretty much just throws himself into the abyss. I'm not exactly sure what he thought was going to happen there, but it's something up the Infernal Soul. Doesn't want to die and potentially give over another thing. Care, sadly, for so many times in this game, been the one to just see everything fall apart around. It's
It's quite hard to play the Skarner in this late game. You are really the one tank on your team. Flip back, not landing. Celestial opposition doing some work there. Solo kill, angling from an ult onto the side. If you can catch out Care, that's huge. You have to find them out there. Can they get forward to Gen.G? Very, very low already. The Baron's going to go down. Shockwave has gone onto Gen.G, and immediately the Skarner's gone down. I get low HP, but that's not the problem. Where is the Zeri? Where is everyone else? A good W coming in from Leave, who obliterates the backline with a lightning crash. And this the W as well. The extendo beam going through them. Baron through 4 kills. Care will once again try and escape, trying to kill off the wave, but I just don't think it's enough this time. Care will teleport back to base. But FPX, they sadly do have a Care in the world, but they don't have any other teammates for him. NIP will march forwards with Baron buff with Infernal Soul, and I think FPX, this time the late game goes against them. NIP walking forwards. Will they end the game here? Perhaps not. 10 seconds on Gen.G. Only a handful on Chovy. Quite capitalize on it. NIP, the carry, is doing great work in this series so far. Leave and Dernby, even in the first game, doing great work on the Rise and on the Civet. Looking forward to Care, trying to wall people off. Flash forward onto the Talia. Can they take him down? Care has been such a stalwart. But this time, he's just another meal on the table. NIP, a shockwave through. Damage everywhere. And the Renekton cannot answer. We'll have a Guardian Angel. But I think he'll be departing back towards the pearly gates afterwards. This does manage to get one back on towards the Alistair, but that is not really going to save the game. FPX drawn into an even series, 1-1. NIP slap back. Will give us at least 4 games today. Renata is, I think, look, Renata is still lane dominant, but it gives you better anti-engage. I think that's better here, because the Karma would hurt lane. It's very strong. I'm very surprised at this, though. Now coming down towards bot side. Cleanse available for Jatchi. And that's going to be a bailout under the turret. Will still end up being a 1-for-1. 80 carry for support dying. Ah, now that's a problem. Nio using the Lucian passive and the soul to kill under the turret. Nio walking away with 2 kills on the Viego. NIP, early lead. Yeah, folks, let me know if you've ever seen a Spellbook Jhin before, because I have not. This is new. This is interesting. Potential dive in mid lane. Dernby does have flash. There is a potential bailout coming through here as well. Oh, it's a disaster! Disaster! The dive fails. Gen.G will die under mid lane turret. Dernby will not die. He'll blow a flash. Nightcat coming into the rescue. That ain't it. What are your runes, buddy? I gotta find out those runes. Fighting the topside jungle. Gonna have to look away from that a bit because the Jhin Braum starting to get some value, and the Viego got 2 early kills. Well, now found their first death of the game. Sejuani actually pretty good at killing objectives as someone roams over to help her kill it. Shear's gonna walk into the spot side, and he's gonna walk straight into a Scion Q. The armor shred's gonna come through from that. W will pop out. They could trade there from solo kill, even though the electrocute comes back. Slight gold lead to NIP. All things said and done. Craziest jumping towards Chovy does not have flash, and he won't have much HP after this either. Ooh, I say that. They really want to give it to Care, and he'll be able to get it. Dernby goes down. Care gets himself a kill on the Yone champion, which he's had a lot of value on. The shield, hang on, that's a problem now. The ult missing though from Nio. Ah, that's a problem. Has to flash away over the other side of the wall now. CC coming back, and it is a mess. Care CC down by a Viego W over the wall into the Jhin W from orbit, and he'll go down to deep. The winners of those go up to face the other 4 teams that were from Group Ascend. We have a dive on the top side. Stopped by the Braum shield, though. That'll definitely help. Channel Cleanse coming in from Gen.G, and that's a really good Braum on the back. Dernby, I think he's gone too far. Does have flash, and I just don't think it's going to see him to safety. Care comes in as well. Braum passive over the wall, trying to get the kill. They have the bailout running on him, and the W doesn't quite kill. Oh my god, that's single-digit HP. Surely Nio makes it out. Team without a choice available, but the winners of the series will be placed into the bracket like that. Dragon started by NIP. Chovy gets the Braum passive down on solo kill. Has to flash away, actually. Doesn't want to ult backwards. Flashes instead. Wants the ultimate for the combat value. Charges the Q. Gen.G trying to get something into that side there. Jumping forwards is Care. Dragon secured. For an Ultra, not that valuable. That Aurora ultimate, though, I don't think it's very impactful. And it'll be dunked down into the grave. Back into the rabbit hole you go. 2 dead. NIP, a good defensive FPX's poorly thought out flank. FPX slow to the objective, bad on the fight. NIP get themselves 2 quick kills. Gen.G jumping forwards with an ult. Has a Mikhail's on the other side. Nike out already. Did they check that one out? All right. Care jumping forwards, but hang on a sec, going for a little bit further forwards than I thought he would do. Braum passive procs in. They have the Sejuani melee synergy as well. It's not bad there. Flash away. You see that Care really understood the value of that Braum and the Sejuani he can bring to both of them. Quick auto attacks. I can't believe it, man. That should be so funny. If we actually see that, that will be one of my favorite clips of all time. Has Leave even used his keystone yet? I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. There's the cookies in there, so you assume he has it. Okay, just checking if someone's defending bot side. Herald will be taken by FPX. Our first turret will give feats a strength. Next objective would have given it either, but I think NIP will just take this. They have 3 grubs. They'll easily take this in the single wave. So FPX not able to get the feats of strength in this game. NIP will claim it instead. I really don't like the fact that Naya's going towards the Collector, by the way. I think Collector is a highly overrated item on Viego. The completion of Collector gives you so little. Dragon spawning now. FPX are at the objective first this time, which wasn't the case before. NIP do have Viego E and stuff like Jin W's to play the entry to the pit. Come forwards from Naya. Does that WQ poke combo? Oh, hang on. That's a problem. Good Mikhails, but down that's a lot of CC. Can't quite get the kill. But that's so much damage on the Viego. That's Dragon fight over. FPX will quickly take that, and NIP will need to find an option elsewhere. We did say, well, you got some ability to walk into the river with the Viego E. Not that much. Lucian stands and fights. Braum passive brings huge kill for Glacial, which, a little bit, I suppose, with a W and the E. Herald into mid lane. FPX will take that turret easily. No way to stop that charge now. Celica was potentially angling for an ult around the back of the mid lane. IO. A little save. Safely hit. Heartstone. Heartsteel. Ultimate coming through. Flash away from Dwayne. NIP. Oh, they were going to get Braum passive and a little bit threatened there again. Not to be the case. Celica gets a knock up there onto Gen.G. Sheer missing the shotgun there from the Aurora. Really taking a bit of damage there too. W lands from the Jin. Care pushing the bot lane while this is happening. Of course, they don't have grubs, but, you know, Yone still Yone. Hits tower as well. Which team is the on-paper favorite? Well, it's the worst team of group Ascend versus the best of Nirvana. I would have thought that NIP were the favorites, but based off of the first couple of games, I think they're actually quite even. Perhaps FPX actually a tad better at points. Because Nio and Niket have struggled a little. Afghan has started. Gen.G doesn't have teleport. Gen.G doesn't have teleport. They'll have to fight this without the Victor. Redemption coming in for a little bit of healing. Is there going to be... I mean, how many smites do you want to bring in? Leave has a spellbook smite. Can they bring it in from anything? How many smites do they have to use? They won't be able to get it. It's secured by FPX and all the spellbooks in the world. You can bring a spell library, but they won't have a smite that'll hit that objective. FPX will claim the Atakan. It'll take solo kill because Gen.G was on the other side of the map without a teleport. NIP cannot find themselves the landing of that objective. FPX will take an objective, take a kill, take a tower, take control of this part of the game. Given that most of them are quite weak on him. Grasp Jinwen. I think they did see some of that top lane, actually. Dragon is spawning now. Will be third for FPX, second for NIP. NIP first to the river. Viego uses E towards the bottom of it. The poke from NIP, the Victor E's quite powerful right now. Perhaps they will bring them to Victor E. Victory. Close. Wait, walking forwards, trying to find an angle for the Glacial Fissure. A little bit lower HP. Solo kill holding things close. NIP going to take the dragon. Not a great amount of follow-up from FPX in this play. Synol's not bad. Double knock-up onto the front line. So the Aurora ultimate gets a ton of damage in return. NIP, they have some damage coming through from the gym, but it's not nearly enough, and there's no reset. They don't get to play around the reset. 2 kills very quickly, and I do wonder whether FPX can use this to push in towards topside. Sadly for FPX, there is no Baron to take immediately after this. I think that would have been the angle if it were the case. They'll push in towards top lane outer, mid lane inner, and try and get some tower gold. They'll try and tank up a little bit with that, you know, 1 minion here. Take about a third of the HP off of that. Now, hang on a second. I actually wonder if Naya could have got for a kill into Drea that. So it's going to be a topside invade. Top tower killed. Red buff steal. FPX not getting the most out of that, but they'll still get a 1 fight. Still get some gold and some control, vision control. How much value and gold have they got from petals? That's a very good point. That's a huge point. Well, it's 41 to 7, and the Atacon gives you 25% extra bonus on them. Typically, I think petals give you about 1,000 gold of stats sometimes, and again, the actual gold is not crazy, but FPX, they've been getting a little bit better at this game. I do wonder what happens if FPX do fail engage one time, and then the Renata Victor turns thing around. The Zornite power. Bring it to bear. Baron started now. Way on the other side of it. Any spellbook smokes to bring to this one? No, not right now. Ignite dropped onto Nike. They're going back towards his first time in a set. Cat jumping out of the pit and gets a pretty good ultimate. Hops over the Renata ultimate too. Sheer going in. Gets a little bit of damage. The bailout's come down. Nine's going to go down. No smite. 2 kills down. FPX clean objective take. NIP, well, walked into that one and they couldn't quite get themselves engaged they wanted. 3 dead. 4th soon to follow if Durnby cannot survive. He does have flash. Likely to live, I suppose, with that. So it'll be 3 Baron and NIP walking home with tails between their legs. No worries, Monserrati. No worries. Yeah, it's about 1,000 gold per 10, but then Atacon buffs up the amount that you have as well. Inner turret going to fall in the top lane and in the mid lane, which they took a chunk off of earlier as well. NIP don't have themselves a soul point, and real credit to FPX. I think that they've team fought pretty well here. I think that their objective set happened. But NIP, I think they've been worse in jungle support. And I think Solo Kills had a very quiet series. He was actually very good across the split, mostly for NIP. Not here. This series has been a struggle for him. I suppose you could look at the Ambessa from last game. A brighter spark from him. But this game, in the first, didn't really feel like there was much to be said from Solo Kill. Quite quiet. And a reminder, folks, the loser of this series, their year ends here. Durnby against the team which he won his world title on back in 2019. NIP, a team which has promised lots, made lots of changes in this year. Ults under the turret from both sides. The redemption coming out actually is pretty... Was that a... Hang on, I thought that Nightcat was the one that did that. I saw a green on it, so I thought, okay, well, red is red side, green is blue side, so typically that's the way to signify them. I thought it was a green one. Weird. Joy's is still on cool, still off cooldown. That should be fine. Should be. No, not wasn't. Blech, whatever. Okay. Walk up, hitting this turret. Tons of damage in there with the Infinity Edge, giving him a bunch of AD. Dragon will fall. FPX will quickly take that one. 5,000 power play from the Baron. A little over that now, actually, with the inhibitor going down, the inhibitor turret in mid lane going down. They can take the bot lane. This should be a 6k, actually, if they can get this away with that. Sheer caught out there by a W. And Dway will die for the sins of Sheer. Caught out by a Jin W. 20 seconds left now on the Baron. And the Baron power play will likely end with just that. FPX walk away much richer. Not ending the game, but in a good start. Good position for Brom's voice. And behind Brom. Doing better. I have to push further. It's not very natural. Playing D&D with a guy right now that has just the most range in a voice, which I've heard in quite a while. We could do a bomb. Very deep voice. JJ, I already used that Q. This could be a bit of a trouble here. Actually, Care gets the ult. There's no resets anymore because the Viego's dead. The King Depose, Regicide, as we used to play in Halo back in the day. Nightcat goes down as well. And NIP, they are, ninjas in sunlight, really, rather than pajamas this time. Exposed by the daylights. FPX, much more controlled. Care on his Yone, champion which he's found great success with before. A major carry of this game. That Yone, pivotal in the way that they played out the game. Care, a player which has so hard to really pin down his legacy. Kerr is one of the few players in the LPL I think who can genuinely, at his best, perform, which led to the death of Jway in that bot side. I don't think this game is Leaf's fault. Jumping forwards, Dernby does have flash. Not bad from solo kill as a response. Jway, he might be dying for someone else's mistake. Again, Renato is better this time. Getting some damage onto Kerr, but the culling is strong. 1 for 1 so far, Kerr. Shield bow. Bloody hell. Wouldn't have been enough to save him at that last bit, actually. Leave. Good accuracy. Threatening Kerr. 1 for 1 is not bad given the state of the game that NIP find themselves in. Defending their base, but it does feel like it is a battle of attrition, which they are slowly losing. It's I've been reliving my ODST days, one of my very famous favorite games, that is. My favorite game is Combat Evolved, but the opening text crawl for my Halo ODST here is 2552. Humanity has been at war with an alien race for 30 years. We are losing. FPX, the ones which have always been faster in this play, and they bring more members to the field of battle. NIP, well, might need themselves a bit of some Spartan heroics to break themselves out of this conflict. NIP, feet first into hell, perhaps into the Baron pit. Can they find themselves a miracle steal? They have plenty of spell books, but I don't know if they've got enough smites to go with it. They haven't picked them out of this one. And a jump out of the pit. Nightcap, dunked down on. Back to the Baron. Barely a distraction. A kill, a Baron. Flash forward for a Glacial Fissure. Prison. And Nio will hit the ground as well. Glacial Fissure? What do you mean a fissure? What? Words, I tell you. Dernby escaping the culling, but only just. Gen.G might be able to jump forwards onto him from one world champion to another. Dernby will escape, actually. Gen.G only just delaying the back. He's trying to get some damage onto him. Credit to him, not bad there, actually. The EDG logo onto him. Flicking forwards the team, which he used to be a part of too. Gen.G won worlds with him. Leave much less than that. The Nexus exposed. Sheer jumping forwards. Then FPX will find themselves at a 2-1 advantage in the series. Okay, not going to be something a bit more AD skirmishy in terms of setup. Going towards the Assassin. It's technically an AD skirmisher, but you don't bring the engage. You are the damage. Oh, he skipped his bot side. Oh, he wants to smite it early. No, does he? Get a smite. Gen.G smote it early to try and get the clear speed. I think now I can just follow him over. Tries to get the blast going. Will escape with his life, but now Nio still escape. Will take the red buff itself. Hang on. Oh my god. No, Gen.G. No, not like this. You can die. You can die very quickly, and the first blood goes to Nio. Gen.G, a horrid miss. E's been used. That's a problem. Double summoners in. Don't even need to use either of them. Care, Gen.G. Shuriken potential. Doesn't want to leash the Gromp over. Root onto the Z level side hit by Gen.G. Does have flash as well. Flag drag forward. Nio, you've just taken aggro. That's a problem. That's actually a huge problem. Passive landing onto Nio now. Ari has level 6. Care coming down. Knows he has a flash charm. Potentially has an angle hit. Goes forwards. Doesn't land the charm. Thought he had an angle. No, he doesn't. Care's gone way too deep. And it'll be an easy kill for Dernby, who might even get a second one here. Huge mistake by Care and crew. Leave will take the kill. Won't die for it either. Huge mistake by Care on the Ari. A champion which he's so... The best access to farm. They could look for a route here. Q comes through. Ult coming through from Leave. Ult's in, and it's just not enough. So it's not going to be enough. They tank it with the cannon minion of the Nico. They'll be able to jump in with an Akali ultimate too. Dernby flying back into the play. I just don't think it's enough. Dernby will get out with a freebie there, I suppose. And FPX have failed. Should be an easy take for them. FPX still trying to get that turret on top side. They have the 3 grubs. They'd love to open up the map, but not been easily allowed to do so. In a second, jumping forwards, flash forced. Wonder actually, hang on. I actually wonder whether Jachi should have. I wonder whether Jachi should have tanked that and then look for an ult turnaround with his play. At least get aggro onto Nightcat. Instead, blowing that flash, still taking a bit of damage anyway. What? You can do that with the clone? Tanking Blue Book, sending it under turret. Chachi has the Kraken Slayer. I haven't got the Cull stacked in just yet. Jump over the wall. Oh my god, Dernby, that's some damage! And he just gets nailed by this smaller ult. Care goes down for a second time this game. Jumping forwards onto Dernby now. Chachi trying to get the kill and does manage to do so. The Bard ult is wide. It is a 1-for-1. Gen.G will get the kill. Deathmark employed for that one. But Dernby, smooth moves. And I'm a little worried here for FPX because while it's a 1-for-1, reminder that Leave is on the stacking champion. He's on 158 stacks in 14 minutes. It's even more in there. All at 161. Tower killed on top side by NIP. Gen.G trying to get you. He's 2 levels down himself. 111 just cleared out another full wave. Fire cannon giving him better target access as well. Did he give him the Grom blast hit? No. Herald gonna be charged in towards this bot side. Can leave ping anyone with the turret. The Bardot is gonna help a little. He could have actually rode it around in a circle and taken it a little later actually. Oh, gets another 3 stacks from there using the ultimate. That's a full 5 stacks. He's got 225. He's got it before 19 minutes. 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Leave it's 225 stacks. Not even kill care there. They use their heal. Shit. I mean, ridiculous. Leave on stacking champions is perhaps the best player in the world of them. 225 stacks in 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. Anything else after this point is a little decorative. Shit might try and W someone back into his team. Not able to do so. Care on a flank. Do they use the Jarvan standard to spawn him out? No. Charm overall's not bad, actually. Out of the brush, rather. Gets the knock up onto him. Nio bop back. Flash away from the Kasante W, which could have led into the ult. Flash forwards. Leave. Flashing away from the Charm. Nightcat low HP. Goes down. Care himself a reset. Solo kill. Not the highest HP right now, but this Smolder is really scary. Doombeat. Does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. He misses. Charmed in there, and he's going to go down as well. NIP! Stop hinting! Your dragon will carry! Leave! Has to get some damage down now. Good damage. The reset's coming through. Well, rather, the execute's coming in there. Leave has himself no flash because he had to dodge away from a Charm earlier. Another Charm. Just dodged out from. Couldn't quite get the kill. Another Smolder ult coming through. But the whole team of NIP, Nio and Doombeat and the cat. Instant bits and pieces. The Charm misses again. Leave gets another kill with the Q. He's got a double. Nightcat. Oh my god, the ult's coming through onto him. Gen.G, can he get the kill onto him? No, he can't. Leave with a triple. Leave doing it all himself as his teammates hits around him. After. Leave will go towards the Atacana. It is the little dragon that could leave. Jesus Christ. Then, you know, not a great ult from Nightcat. Cat very nearly catches the Smaller. Credit to him. That's the play you got to make there, isn't it? Just no follow-up from FPX. They didn't follow forwards with much there, really. A bit of a problem for the FPX team comp, really. Where is your follow-up? He lands onto Sheer. Standard giving some vision. Oh, God, the Smolder strafes the team. Broadsides them, I suppose, actually. Off the side of it, rather than the front. Well, broadside is the firing shift. Strafing is going across. Raking it is that. Hang on a second. Derby gets caught by a Charm. Doesn't quite get the kill. Good Charm coming in, and it's going to be a kill back. Gen.G takes down the opposing mid laner. Derby 2 and 4 now, making a couple of mistakes. Why is NIP pushing, though? Because they have a Smolder that can siege very well. Smolder's a very good siege champion, especially with Rapid Fire Cannon. You see how much one single Q happens? Good flap away. They just can't catch him. Don't even know if that would have led to that much. He has barrier. Ults up. To catch him. Oh, good defensive play there. Leave gets out again for the engage. They might be able to take down Nightcat, but I'm not even sure about that, actually. Can Leave get himself a flash forward for a Q? Not quite able to get any kills. Jesus, it's so close to all of them. Gen.G will go down surely on the other side. Goes back into the play. Smoke, mirrors, and a couple of shadows. Flash forwards. Nio will kill him. No Baron available. Leave can go forwards. He can flash for a kill here, actually. Q onto him will kill. Does he follow? Hang on a second. Does he follow forwards? He can get himself a kill if he can get the last Q, and he will do. Fire Cannon extending the range. The Fireball from Hell follows FPX down all 9 circles. Inhibitor turret down. Inhibitor down. And with those kills coming through in FPX and their failed contests, I wonder whether this is just a quick exit of Game 4. And a quick scrape of silver going in towards Game 5. NIP, you best pay your respects to this AD carry. You have been carried by Leave Airlines. Flap it away from the airport and taking off. Trying to kill the Nexus. Can they kill it on this push? Leave is going to go for another kill. Of course he is. What more card he do? Double kill. Perhaps more on the table. Nexus exposed. Low HP bars about the place. The Charm does land, but it's only onto the clone. Kezari, a shadow of its best self here today. A quadra kill for Leave. 12-0 and 3. 374 stacks in 24 minutes.
Tarek is fine into the Leona. It's good in terms of anti-melee. It'll be useful for help. Neither of the spears landing so far. None of them, rather. There's 3 of them. Neither would mean 2. 3 thrown, 3 missed. Ooh, stun landing onto him, and it's going to be the Tarek afterwards. The level 1 goes in the way of FPX, and they stun up the Nidalee, who misses all their spears, and goes down for first. Jinx in game 5 is so strong. Silas with a Tarek ult to help keep him alive as well. Stun leading on to... Look, Tarek is really strong in these melee matchups, actually. Now going in for an invade, lands the market and kills him. Died at level 1, invades on the other side. Nio solo killing Gen.G. Side from Mecha. Ooh, he lands this one, though. Stun's going to go in towards him. There's going to be some good damage onto him. Lands blow, flashing forwards for an extra stun. Can they get anything more with it? The flash from Gen.G is superb! Leave will finally get himself the killer Willy. The healing from Tarek. The vision. The survive! Gen.G lives! NIP died twice in the 2v2. The flashback for the kill just keeps auto-attacking. Every time he casts a spell, he gets increased attack speed for the next 2 autos, and those can help him get those things back. Flash away from the stun now, jumping onto Cat, who turns around with decent damage. Nidalee has ended up dying instead. No jungler, 2 kills, or rather a kill, and a dragon going forwards. Nightcap, not really sure what he's doing around the side of here, trying to walk around to the other side, use the last of his HP. Wingborn Storm doing value. Nightcat can bring out some extra value towards the end of this too. If there's a kill, there's a reset. The Zenith Blade lands. Nightcat trading the last of his HP bar to try again a reset, and they can't manage it again. Leaves empty-handed. FPX switch. Leave auto attacks the wrong target at the end. Could have at least killed Gen.G, you have to feel. Gets died again as we come back to live. It's not looking any better for NIP right now. Solo kill trying to get that AoE down. Sheer has the extra stun coming through potentially. Doesn't get onto much people there. No, jumping forwards, they get one back. There are resets now. A second one over to the side of NIP. Can they get anything more? They can. A third. Looking a lot better for them now. Started with Nightcat dying. Then a triple over towards Nio to match. No, ult. Stun coming in from Cat. Gen.G. Ooh, doesn't hit the wall stun, but the chains don't line from Doomby either. There is an ult from Gen.G. I was potentially a worry that. Fed carries against each other. Lichbane versus Essence Reaver. Tower shots taken and a flash away from the Nidalee. Does not like the idea of a 2 versus 1. Gen.G gets a bit of a heal there from Chovy. Doomby looking forwards again. Does he look to steal an ultimate? No, it's off cooldown. Gen.G hits an ultimate himself there, actually. Flashing forwards against the wall stun. The CC chain in from the dazzle as well. And it's a dead Nidalee. Fed carry is down, and Gen.G escapes with under half 100 HP and will escape the AoE of the ultimate as well from Leave. Gen.G, smooth criminal, gets himself a drive-by in the mid lane. Top turret traded first by NIP. They'll take that one first. Care will take the bot. Turret will fall. Local gold actually denied. No one getting the local gold, kind of do minion pushes instead. Ooh, trade. Wow, big trade onto Doomby. Doesn't have Merc Shreds yet. Look for a W. Gets a little bit of healing. Fight in the mid lane again. CC chain again. Root into Dazzle. Into dead Nidalee once again. Those adverts about cougars in your area. Well, I think they're going to have to be taken down now. They'll have to look for a bar started by FPX. It'll be their second of the game. Shit, getting stunned on solo kill. Solo kill, credit to him. He's actually done a decent amount of value on the Udyr, well on his way to completing the Fimbulwinter. Everyone ignore the Cougar comment. Look, just ignore the Cougar comment. Your life will go on. Nightcap blowing the ghost. Watch out for those wrist rockets. As they hold us on Battlefront all those days ago. Stun lands onto him. Solar Flare on the other side. It's only the basic stun though from Annie. It's not like he's dropped the Tibbers for it. Poppy ultimate stolen. It's going to head away a 2-man unit. The Herald's slow. They'll be able to take it. Can they find anything afterwards? The Jinx ult's not bad, but the stun onto Doomby is threatening. It's more than that to kill. They'll take the Herald and they'll leave. I'm sneezing off a camera there. Well, I'm off camera anyway. Everything's off camera. Jump onto Tarek, they have the Poppy W to help them survive there. A little bit of damage coming through, but it doesn't feel like it's that valuable. Who else is roaming to the play? Care is Gen.G gets the Tarek ultimate, but he dies before it comes down. It doesn't arm in time. NIP get themselves the reset. Leave. The Jinx starting to go wild. How can they get enough damage onto it? Leave. How much can you do? Leave. Trying to get that extra reset. So many shields. Gets an extra reset. Trying to kill down the Annie now at the end of it. How much damage has he got to go behind this? The ultimate from the Xayah. Xayah flashes back. Kills the extra 80 carry. He's the only DPS that, but you have to feel like he'll go down afterwards. There's a Lich Bane. There's a Doomby. Silas chasing him down as well. The route is good, but Jachi, try as you might, you're not making out of this alive. 4 dead.
Kill that. Takes a flash from Jachi to come back in. Get that kill.
Oh, jumping towards the Jachi again. Remember, he's that Infinity Edge now, very, very strong. The Herald using mid lane, jumping forward to kill onto Gen.G likely, and so it is. NIP trying to get themselves that kill a minute themselves, potentially. Herald into mid lane, a kill. A mid lane turret, not bad from them. The gold's getting closer now. And Jachi was
collapsed onto them. Dragon going the way of NIP, I suppose that is, but Telp coming in from the Jax. They'll see this. It is on the wave. They're going into the river. Solo kill doesn't have flash. Dwayne,
caught out Tarek. Is it enough? That's a really good stun. That is a really good stun, and now potentially Care can walk things around. The Zyral coming through. How much damage is the feather pullback going to do? Not that much, because Tarek has been used by the other team. Nio's alive, Leave is alive, and Sheer's going to hit the ground. FPX can't take the dragon. They'll leave it in their deaths. NIP turn the fight, and despite a...
I think NIP might win it at this point, you know? Steal the Tarek ult if you need to. Solo kill puts the Wingborn Storm down. Ooh, a spear on top of him. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. Can't forget this Nidalee being an absolute nuclear warhead thrown at you with those spears from long range with 6 kills behind them. Atakan started, some healing from the Tarek helps. Xayah walking their way to the play. Herald, the Atakan, half HP. NIP looking to stack up and Chovy get a fight with the Poppy ult. It doesn't come through. Is there going to be a steal? No! Secured by the Nidalee. Poppy ult comes through. It means that maybe the fight comes through for FPX instead. But Leave is untouched. There's resets. And the Jinx starts to rip through the team. A good feather pullback might save the team of FPX, but I don't think that they're happy with this fight all the same. The Atakan gone. Did manage to get the kill onto Leona. Flash forward for a stun. Jachi, not enough HP. The feather pullback is okay, but it's not meaning they can pull back enough damage. Another kill to the side of NIP. Flash forward. Nio taking another. One last auto attack. One last spear. It'll do it. One will do. Two will do just even better. Triple kill to Nio as they finish off the fight. Minions into the bot side. And there you have it. 19 to 18. NIP almost... Jinx taking down the bot lane inner turret. More gold, why not? Why not, why not?
That's all. Inhibits the turret. Free to take. Leave can take that. Gets the resets.
Some smoke, mirrors, and success. Gen.G, what flashes do FPX have to use? Really Cares is the big one. There's no cleanse on Leave this time.
Care, just get onto him. This is the play. They kill the Jinx. Cares, flash, the Care Bear, give it. And it might just take it away the victory from NIP. They do score one back. Spear only landing onto the Tibbers. The AD carry is down, but the jungler is dead on the other side. No smite from FPX. A crowning glory was meant to be this fight, perhaps. That has been cut short, though. No smite, but they're going towards it anyway. They need to look towards the fight. They have the AD carry. There's none on the other side. How much work can Jachi do on the Xayah? There's a stun, there's a root, there's a dead Udi. And they'll be able to go towards the dragon. Back and forth and back again. Climbing ever closer and closer towards the 2 kill-a-minute mark. How have they done it? The flash
find ourselves blood in the water. Skulls to the skull and throwing blood for the blood god, and perhaps the Baron on top of it too. Doomby trying to buy time. Can they get towards it? No, they can't. No secure coming in for FPX taking. That's a good start onto the backline. But where is Leave during all of this? Gets out of the initial engage. Now he can start running it back towards them. Yutal coming through. The feathers put down. Perhaps to disengage. The redemption pretty good here. Solo kill. Try to put a slow onto the backline. That's going to help Leave start to put so much damage down. The rockets fly. No kills just yet. But perhaps one after this point. Baron kill to NIP. Leave running forwards. Can he get himself a flash forwards? A slow would get another kill in there for him. No, just the one kill. 41st in this game. NIP, a quick Baron call, and they have the damage to do this as opposed to game 1 of this series just before it. Remind you, NIP blown off the face of the Rift in game 1. Not to be in this second one. FPX now have to defend their inhibitor. They don't have their Tarek. Leave is going to keep getting resets off of the structures.
Doesn't stack up in the way that champion kills do, but it is still powerful enough. Leave walking forward, taking a tower shot. What is the backline access? There is a flash from the Jax. Hang on, there's a lot of damage onto Jaxi. Can they fight without that? Just give me some down to go and Derby. Goes Golden. Reset from Leave. Leave wants to leave it all behind. Right here, right now. Triple kill to the Jax, and an Nexus killed. And IB win game 5, and we'll move forwards. Group Nevada rising.